Don't worry. I got this.
And then I got 2 words for you. Let's go.
It's Thursday. Let's do this ish.
Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up. I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh, yeah! I lost my partner.
We're missing a dog. There's a lost dog.
Where'd the dog go?
There's a lost dog.
There's a lost dog here. There he is. Good morning and welcome to the absolutely tripped out Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. We are happy to have y'all with us. This first hour is powered by Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay. The dog is here. It's like a
yeah, even though my phone is trying to pull some supreme technical issues, and apparently StreamYard decided to update while I was in studio.
Oh, been there.
I'm gonna say it's a lost dog.
No, dog's not lost. And somebody in the back feels like she is being punished, and I'm going to tell her right now, you're not. There's just a certain way that I introduce folks, and I can't find what I'm looking for. Dag nabbit. The hell with it.
Well, it doesn't help when it's.
I literally told you can't use the intro for me this week anyway because I'm not the queen of the picks anymore.
But you're still.
I was going to use it anyway just to make you smile. I'll get that
the
changed.
Cutest queen of the Twitch streams.
That works.
Genevieve Yoso.
That's beautiful. That's. You know what? You know what, Jen? You just got your new intro.
Wait, what?
You heard what I said.
I knew that was coming.
You just got your new intro, and thank you, Victor, for being my extra brain for thinking of this. Speaking of brains,
hang on, what?
Don't what me. Speaking of brains, how about some college football brains? Here's Deets.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Deeds.
That's not just a murmur. That's a full-blown fibrillation.
Dates is with us for a second consecutive day. Dates, what's going on, my man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, Dates?
It's Thursday. College football abound. Allie will join us later to give us the update on women's sports, and I want to start there.
Okay.
Because I did a thing called research.
What'd you do now?
Apparently, there were some people trying to tell me about the viewership of the WNBA Finals.
Okay.
Okay.
Finals have happened?
Yeah.
Yes, the finals have happened.
It happened and it went away. Las Vegas won in a 4-game sweep.
Mm-hmm.
And
why are we not surprised?
It's the Aces.
Exactly.
It's the Aces. After a
It's the Aces.
five-game conquest over the scrappy team known as the Indiana Fever, the finals is a breeze for them.
Then I got a question.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to pose this to the entire panel. I want to pose this to the chat as well.
Okay.
Why don't people give the Fever the love they deserve, even though they did lose that 5th and final game?
There's a bunch of reasons. They're not valid, but there's a bunch of reasons.
Go, Victor.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, to be perfectly frank, the only teams that most fans respect in terms of sports are the Indiana Pacers and your beloved Indianapolis Colts.
Yes.
And even
And tomorrow I'm wearing my Colts hat.
Gotcha. And about that's only like a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
The other part is that most individuals, for some reason, still don't think that WNBA is all that needed. Well, I won't say needed, but important or entertaining.
Yeah. Beat your thoughts.
Well, I'm just trying to see what are you actually asking? Why the Fever aren't? I mean,
don't get the respect they deserve after the season they had.
Why are the Fever so overlooked, or everything they have is an asterisk?
But I don't know. I don't know who. It all depends on who you're talking to. I mean,
Right.
online, yeah, they're not going to get the love and the admiration. But if you go out and talk to real people, like I do at the bar,
and like I do here, yeah,
and at a sports bar, if women's basketball is brought up, I mean, I'm here in Connecticut where we actually have a team.
Yes.
People will actually talk about the Fever before they talk about the Connecticut Sun. Most people know about the Fever more than they know about the Connecticut Sun. So, as far as respect goes, you know why the Fever. You know why the Fever aren't going to get the respect in the online community.
Yeah,
there's two big reasons. One, Caitlin Clark. Two, Sophie Cunningham.
True.
Yeah.
True on both counts. Because I always say this bluntly, and I'll talk to Allie about this during the next hour. Quite frankly, those two players are hated in the WNBA. They're hated.
Well, mainly because they don't. We said this when they first got in the league. Well, actually, when Caitlin first got in the league. So I don't know. I think Sophie was in before Caitlin was.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can't attach a narrative to Caitlin Clark that is quote unquote socially progressive.
Right.
You you have a attractive. One of my friends calls her the beautiful assassin. As I tell you, she is a attractive, straight, white, cis woman who is all about basketball. She doesn't attach herself to hardly any narratives. So the WNBA can't really make money off of that.
And it pisses them off, forgive me, that they think that way.
Why
that she's that way, that she's all about basketball and nothing else.
Why do you think so many times for so many years they propped up Brittany Griner?
Yeah, true.
Very true.
True.
Very true.
And with Angel Reese, it's kind of similar, kind of different, because you have this sassy, again, attractive black woman.
Yep.
Who's all about making names more or less through her business savvy, which I will give her that credit. She's a business savvy girl. She will probably make more money on the on the runway or through the boardroom than she does on the basketball court. Sad to say, but it's the truth.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No lies there.
So
Sophie Cunningham is a completely different form of hatred. I mean, The Office hates her. Why? Because she brings the hated male gaze.
Yes.
They don't. The thing about the WNBA and its higher ups is they want to be a successful league, but they want to be a successful league without the male audience.
Right.
They don't want the they do not want the male audience. You see that in the promotion of the league. You see that in the way that, I mean, if you talk to people like I do, they want to see Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
They want to see good basketball being played. They watch Angel Reese play basketball, and it is awful to watch. It is gut-wrenchingly hard to watch a Chicago Sky game where she shoots 900 times and misses 855 of them.
I will say this: it's tough to watch Angel Reese play because it's like watching a baby giraffe on an ice rink. Because she just looks lost, and I don't know. And like I said, I've asked, is this a direction issue from the coaches? Because Tyler Marsh ain't it. Tyler Marsh ain't it.
Nope.
But meanwhile, you have Caitlin Clark, who, when she's playing, it looks like basketball. It looks like a form of basketball that people can sit down, watch, and be in awe of the performances that are happening.
Correct.
And you saw that. You saw that when the league was starting to flourish. You saw that when the league started with people like Rebecca Lobo and Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie. You saw the building blocks coming. Then you saw it take a hyperdrive when Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi got in there. Because again, there were people that when you watched them play, you knew the skill. You knew the skills were there.
Yes,
it was interesting to watch them play basketball.
And that's the thing is that yes, these women are attractive. Most men stay because, damn, that's some good basketball.
When I first saw the W in 1997 with Rebecca Lobo, Cynthia Cooper, Tina Thompson, and the rivalry between the New York Liberty and the Houston Comets, I was glued.
I mean,
that was basketball.
I mean, Candace Parker.
CP3, the real CP3. Candace Parker.
And what she brought to the table. And with Sophie Cunningham, I think when the ire really got to her, it wasn't just because of the fact that she was beautiful and the fact that she knew it, but also the fact that she was one of the few. Not saying that the other teammates didn't, but she was one of the few that was very vocal in her defense of Caitlin. I mean, we go back to that game where after Caitlin got hit in the eye, she got foul hard again, and who was the first one to jump in front of her? Sophie Cunningham.
Well, she wasn't just vocal about it; she was also physical about it.
That was against Connecticut in a blowout win for the Fever. Caitlin Clark got beat up her first 2 years. She's gotten beat up the first 2 years, and I'm going to express something I never thought I'd have the nerve to express aloud, but I'll say it here. It seems like whenever something happens to Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, the rest of the W loves it. They love seeing them down.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. They didn't go away.
They didn't stay down.
They wanted them to.
Well, again, you take consideration of there is a level of Caitlin Clark fatigue from any other fan besides Indiana fans or Caitlin Clark fans.
Yep.
Everyone else is like, okay, she's good, whatever. And they kind of feel like how we feel about LeBron, how everything is handed to him.
Right.
So they feel everything is handed to Caitlin, not watching the game.
Right.
Because you know about all the games. You know the truth.
Yes, I do.
We've heard the games. We've seen it. So we know what she's earned. But anyone who has not watched it, who has not seen it, and I'm going to throw this at the feet of Kathy Engelberg, because for all her vaunted genius of getting a new media deal, how come we still can't see WNBA games on a regular basis?
And it goes to a point that Playmaker said. There were games that they just simply didn't televise. Minnesota Phoenix being one. Minnesota and the Sparks.
Minnesota Lynx.
Minnesota Lynx and the Phoenix Mercury.
Right.
The Las Vegas Aces and the Minnesota Lynx.
Right.
There were matchups like that, and they didn't televise them at all. They gave them no attention whatsoever. None.
So you can't sit there and say, oh, well, she gets all the hoopla, gets all the accolade, and you don't put it at the feet of the doggone individual in charge of it, who's not putting out her supposed top people.
Right.
You know, how many people don't know about Nafisa Collier or Sabrina Ionescu
or Alyssa Thomas? Or Alyssa Thomas.
You're not putting those people out there, but you want to say, well, it's because Caitlin gets all the media spotlight. Then talk to the individual in charge and make sure everyone gets a fair shake in the media.
Exactly.
And fair promotion.
Exactly.
Well, that's not going to work.
We know. We got a break. And when we come back, Chris Simpson will join us with a little bit of football chatter. And the game he selected as this college football game of the week cannot be denied. Back in the deuce.
Nice.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got CarShield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave CarShield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called CarShield and saved my family on $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
Because we take this job so serious.
And at number one, God help me,
Caleb Williams.
Obviously, Josh Allen.
I'm sorry.
Caleb Williams. Shut your mouth.
It was.
Boy, you better shut up.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
What the heck is going on in the state of Indiana? I should have an answer because I live here. But then the Hoosiers proved me wrong again. Let's talk about it. Here's Chris. Just when you think you have all the answers, by the week, the questions change. Chris Simpson now joins us on the hotline. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
Good morning. How's it going, man? How you doing today? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you. And I want to start in college football, particularly what a performance by the Hoosiers in Oregon this past Saturday.
I thought it was the best win that I've seen from a college football team all year long. Kurt Signetti is the real deal. And you remember what I said last week when we were looking ahead to this game? Fernando Mendoza makes them a much better and more complete offense because he can move the pocket, he can make those throws on a run, and he and Elijah Surratt were just they were on the same page in chemistry. But the real winners to me were the Indiana Hoosiers defense because they kept this Oregon offensive attack in check, kept those safeties high, played a little bit of zone on one side, played man, they disguised the coverages, and kept everything underneath. And look, I really wasn't impressed with Dante Moore because, I don't know, he just doesn't have that it factor. But this is his first year starting, so we'll give the young man a little bit of breathing room.
But that Indiana defense spoke volumes to me.
Suffocating.
Saturday. I mean, when you hold a high-scoring Oregon team to 20 points and you hold them scoreless for the final 10 minutes of the ball game, Indiana is ranked number 3 right now, and they deserve to be there.
They really do, and I think they may be playing in that Big Ten conference title game that first weekend in December. And I say that because I don't want to say their schedule is relatively easy, but they avoid Ohio State. They avoid Michigan. Right now, the only thing that's getting in their way of a trip to the Big Ten title game is themselves, whether it's a major injury or a slip up down the road. But dare I say it, is this Indiana team better than what they were a season ago?
You told me to watch the quarterback.
Yeah.
I paid attention to that quarterback all game long. And the one word that you and I preach about, having played the sport, is composure. Fernando Mendoza had a lot of it.
And patience mixed with that. He was not afraid. And remember, I think this also kind of played factor into the game. He played against Oregon. Remember, he used to play in the Pac-12 in California. So he would make annual, other yearly trips to Eugene on the regular. So I don't think he was fazed by anything, but Oregon just looked completely out of sync. Offensive line was blown up at the line of scrimmage, couldn't get the running game going. And you and I talked about this last week, Snow. Where was Kenyon Sadiq? He was my X factor for this game. You know, not your typical tight end. He's almost like a wide receiver built in the body of a tight end. Very quick, very fluid. Knows how to operate well in space, moves well with the ball in his hand, and yeah, he didn't really have an impact on this game like I thought he would.
He didn't have an impact like I thought he would. And now Indiana, coming off of that win, hosts Michigan State in what could be described as a classic trap game, but I don't think Indiana's going to fall into that trap, especially given the fact that it's at Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, a place very familiar not only to myself, but to my beautiful bride. She's looking forward to this game to see just how far the Hoosiers can go.
Yeah, and I think they're going to start early. They're going to run the football. They'll get the ball to Elijah Surratt, and I think that defense is just going to be a little too much for the Spartans. I think Indiana wins this game.
How hot is Elijah Surratt in terms of receivers right now, not just in the Big Ten, but in the country?
Listen, I think he has a catch in 44 or 45 straight games. I think I overheard on the telecast the other day when I was working and watching this game. Look, Fernando's going to find him, and he's comfortable now. Remember, he was on this team last year if I'm not mistaken. And now, like, you know, he's one of the leaders of this offense. I think this offense goes as Fernando and Elijah go.
What other games are you looking at this weekend that like really give me one that really gets your attention?
Man, I'm looking at the Colts in the Los Angeles Chargers. I actually saw a funny tweet the other day, and I'm still gonna send it to you, B. It said it's feeling like 2007 all over again. And here's an interesting nugget: all 4 teams that are leading divisions now in the AFC were the same 4 teams that won the division in 2010. New England's leading the AFC East. The Steelers are leading the AFC North. The Colts are leading the AFC West, and the Chargers. I mean, the AFC South, and the Chargers are leading the AFC West. But this Colts offense, man, they move the football down the field. This has been a problem for them the last couple of years. But a healthy Jonathan Taylor, he just makes the difference. And Brian, you know my rule. Game. If you got 2 first names, it's only right. And I think this guy is an MVP candidate right now. I mean, what he is doing, I think he's up there with Baker Mayfield as far as
I agree.
But I have to, you know, I'm talking to Coach, better known as Cole Johnson, the other day. What's up, Coach? And he, you know, we're talking about the Chargers the other day, and I'll be completely blunt here with you. I was not happy with LA because that was the game they should have ran away with. You rolled over to the Giants, you let the Commanders come in and take your lunch money, and you allowed the Dolphins to climb back into the game. It took a last-minute drive to get into field goal range, and you win the game. But I don't know. Like, something just wasn't right with them. That's a big game for them to win on the road, but see how they look against this Indy team. This is an Indy team. They can match the Chargers score for score. Like, don't be surprised if this is a shootout.
I wouldn't be surprised either if it's the first 1 to 40 that wins this. But this past Sunday at Lucas Oil Stadium, 21 carries, 123 yards for Jonathan Taylor. Let me say that again. 21 carries, 123 yards. And aside of the Buccaneers, the Colts have got to be the hottest team in the NFL right now, sitting at 5-1. They're leading their division. They already have a division win over Tennessee, and man, it does feel like 2007. Look at this Colts team completely, and I want to highlight their defense because just when you thought Arizona was going to step in and snatch an upset from the Colts, their defense stepped up on the final 2 Arizona drives and stuffed them.
Yeah, and they did it with just rushing 4. They didn't send additional guys. Normally, when the game is on the line, you'll see defensive coordinators gamble. They'll send the house, cover 0, which I think is the worst call in all of football, unless it's timed perfectly, because there's no safety in the middle of the field. So if it's open down the field, it's 1-on-1. There's no double coverage. It's man-to-man, and someone's going to have to win that battle. 9 times out of 10, it's the wide receiver. But Daniel Jones, he looks rejuvenated. Most importantly, he looks happy. Because we mentioned this. That New York media is cutthroat.
Yes.
That New York media really is cutthroat. But this is going to be an interesting matchup. Calling it the Phillip Rivers Bowl. Or filling it.
This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. I am very much prepared to call what could be a 40-point game, or what do we often say? First 1 to 40 wins this game with these two. I'm not impressed with the Chargers either, but they did get the win. Now they host a red hot, and I mean every word of this, a red hot Indiana team that is averaging 33 points coming into this big one on Sunday.
Yeah, and remember, the Colts were just playing at SoFi a couple of weeks ago. Remember, they lost to the Rams, so this is their second trip in, 2 or 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I think this game's going to be won at the line of scrimmage. You know, what are the Chargers going to do to try and limit Jonathan Taylor and dare Daniel Jones to beat them? And I like these weapons that Indy has. Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, but I think the guy that's going to be the X factor in this game, it's another one, Tyler Warren. Oh, you know my rule. You better have game.
If you have 2 first names, you better have game. And boy, anybody who has paid attention to my coverage of the Colts this year, and I know you're one of them that has, Who did I tout in the draft for the Colts to get? Tyler Warren from Penn State. And man, does Dallas Clark ring any bells right now?
Reminds me a lot of him. He kind of brings that old school feel, just a wide catch radius. But the thing I like about him, it's what he does without the ball. The little things that don't impact the stat sheet. He can block. He doesn't mind getting his jersey dirty. He can pick up blitzes. They use him in so many ways. So, yeah, I'm excited for what this kid's future is going to be at this level because he was great at Penn State. I'm sure they'd love to have him now, Brian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And this man, Tyler Warren has upgraded this Indianapolis offense in many ways because he brings that young, fresh energy to this Colts offense. And they still got the old guard there in Mo Alley Cox, but they do so much more with Tyler Warren. They do so much more with Tyler Warren. They had a couple of running plays designed for him against the Cardinals. That's a big one on Sunday. We'll have it here on the channel for you. 3:30 is our special pregame time as we'll take you through the early games, and then we'll get you ready for this one. One of the ones you want to look at.
Yeah, let's go to Minnesota. I'm looking at the Eagles and the Vikings. I actually previewed this one on the website today. And Brian, I'm just going to come out and say it. The 4-2 record means absolutely nothing.
Thank you.
Right now, because I'm a proponent of not going by records, but overall performance and play on the football field. And the play has not added up with their record. Because I look at the Eagles, they should have more than the 2 losses that they have right now.
Absolutely.
Lost to the Rams. The Rams gave them that game on a silver platter with a bow on top of it. Should have lost to Tampa Bay because you only played one good half of football. But see what happens when you toy with hot food, and it caught up to them against the Denver Broncos, and they were just absolutely punched in the mouth against the Giants last Thursday night in East Rutherford. But when I look at the Eagles, they got to get Saquon going somehow, and I think this could be the game that they do that because Minnesota's defense, for as great as they are, sometimes they can be a little too aggressive. And when you're a little too aggressive, you can pay for it. And I think if they can get the running game going, that can allow Jalen Hurts to use his RPOs, use play action. Man, I find different ways to get A.J. Brown the ball. Line him up in the backfield. Line him up in the slot. Get the ball in the hands of your best playmaker. Plain and simple. And who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings? I see what Kevin is doing. I think he's going to announce it 15 minutes before kickoff. Watch.
Yep. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either because that's how you kind of have one up on your defense. And I don't think Jalen Carter is playing in this game, so that's going to be really interesting. But I want to see Minnesota. Can they get pressure and can they contain Jalen Hurts? I think that's what this is going to come down to. Who can win the edge? And Nolan Smith is going to be key for the Philadelphia Eagles. And on the other side for Minnesota, watch for Jordan Addison. You can't double everybody. Justin Jefferson is going to command all the attention in the world, and that's going to leave a lot of one-on-one leeways for Jordan.
All right, give me one of the college before we go to break. Give me one of the college ranks you want to look at.
Oh man, come on, man. Let's go to Athens, baby. Ole Miss, Georgia. Come on, man. Is there really anything else? Ole Miss in Georgia, and Ole Miss took Georgia's lunch pail last year in Mississippi.
28-10.
Yep.
28-10.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
I think we called that game, B. I think
we did. We did that game.
Yeah, I think we did call that game. But now I'm looking at this one, man. Lane Kiffin, Kirby Smart, 2 of Saban's former assistants, and man, can Georgia get back to the basics? Can they run? Because this Ole Miss defense, they're suffocating, they're physical, they're stingy, they're aggressive. But man, what version of Gunnar Stockton are we gonna get in this one? I'm really looking forward to this. Ole Miss, I saw what they did against LSU a couple of weeks ago, and if they could get a win against Georgia, I think this will be the best win of Lane Kiffin's coaching career.
That's a 3:30 kickoff. We'll already be going with our HBCU game of the week, and I want to take a quick peek at that one. The one that we're going to do is Tuskegee and Albany State from Albany, Georgia. That's a 1 p.m. kickoff Eastern time. You got two teams that are like right in the middle of the road. One of them has to snatch this identity, and you're looking at the road team to have that kind of game. That's the one we're starting with at 1. Then of course we go into the Pulse at 3. Ole Miss and Georgia. 3:30 is your kickoff time from Sanford Stadium. And folks, I promise you, Chris and I are going to hop in the booth before this season is over. I promise you that.
That's a guaranteed fact, and I can't wait, man. One of the joys has been being able to work with you and call the game, and most importantly, kind of be a teacher of the game. You know, I want people to listen and say, hey, you know, I learned from those guys. You know, one guy was smooth with his play-by-play delivery. The other, he taught me more. I came into this game looking at football, and I leave watching this game a lot more differently than I did when I came into watching it. So, yeah, calling games is fun. You know, just being able to talk the game. And even when I take phone calls from Monday Evening Quarterback, I say, look, let's just pretend it's us getting a bite to eat. You know, it's me, it's you, and it's 1,000 other people. And I say that purposely to kind of get them nervous, but no, don't even think about it.
Right. The game that Chris and I did last year was Georgia and Texas from Darrell K. Roy Memorial Stadium in Texas. You know, 100,000 people there, and Georgia punched Texas in the mouth. Could we see a return game? Could that be our return? We will keep you posted. Chris Simpson joins us every Thursday morning to break down the best in college and pro football. Good ones to look at. Remember, Ole Miss and Georgia, 3:30 Saturday afternoon from Sanford Stadium in Athens, inside of the College Football Pulse. My brother, I thank you so much. I love you dearly, and I can't wait to strap the headset on with you again.
Much love. Thank you. Have a great rest of the show. You know we'll be talking during these games, man. Have a great call this week. Check my man out, Indianapolis, Los Angeles Chargers. I actually preview this game on the site tomorrow.
Yep.
So be on the lookout for it.
It's going to be a good one. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you.
Talk to you soon, B.
The state of Indiana is high on football right now, and we're not only going to have one big game from Indiana, we're going to have them both. Hoosiers and Michigan State, 3:30 Saturday inside of the Pulse, and then Sunday at 4:05, it's the Chargers hosting the Indianapolis Colts from SoFi Stadium in Southern California. Got a break, and we got more stuff for you in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
Well, that game sucked. What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Dadgummit, I forgot I did this, which is why the queen, big time, which is why the queen yelled at me. Say,
I
hey,
didn't yell at you.
I'm having fun with it. I'm
All
having
right.
fun with it. And it's like, but during that segment, which y'all know I tape in advance with Chris, my little sis Queen Jen barked at me.
Like, you could have told us.
Exactly. Yep. And I didn't get a chance to warn her.
You could have told us it was
I
pre-recorded.
know,
Otherwise,
I know.
I wouldn't have laughed at your comment.
I know. And I did not get a chance to tell you. And as the captain of this ship, that's on me. So I
The
apologize.
only reason why I knew, because I know that you and Chris talk.
Talk
beforehand.
you know that we.
I mean that I knew that segment was going to be running, so I figured I'd try to take a chance when speeding things up around here to try to get the laptop working well. And unfortunately, it didn't work.
It didn't. Yeah. All right. Speaking of football, speaking of college football,
do we have
I know I already introduced him, but it's proper I do it again.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Deeds.
That's not just a murmur. That's a full-blown fibrillation.
All right, Deets. I want to start with the worst of the week because the BYU Arizona game had referees that, according to Deets, and I agree because I saw the thing, needed to be fired. So, to do this properly, as we did most of the day yesterday, guess what? If I can find it, here it is. Deets has a few don'ts of the week.
And this dolt of the week is.
And they are.
The refs in Tucson, Arizona. Deets, take it away.
Well, they were just they were so awful on a few drives and the key drives of the game. It was amazing. There was one drive, I remember BYU had the ball. They were getting off the field. It was 4th down, and they called the guy for targeting.
What?
Where his shoulder hit the quarterback and knocked him down. They went shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
They called targeting. So it immediately goes to a booth review.
Right.
The booth says no targeting at all.
Right.
But now, remember, this happened on a 3rd down play that would have caused Arizona to punt.
Right.
But because it was a personal foul, even though the booth said no targeting happened at all, it's still a 15-yard personal foul.
What? Shouldn't that be wiped off if it was not?
So no penalty occurred, but they marched off the penalty yards anyway, giving Arizona a 1st down. Now, later on in that drive, Arizona goes down the field and another 3rd down, and BYU gets called for defensive holding that I'm still trying to figure out where they called defensive holding.
There was none. There was none.
They get it was 3rd and like 9, but because it's defensive holding, they get 5 yards and an automatic 1st down. Arizona goes down, scores a touchdown. And you just saw that they were just trying to kick kids out of the game. They had already kicked a kid out of the game prior to the other targeting call, and that's what gets me is throwing kids out of the game for making a football play. I understand if a guy spears somebody or if they do something absolutely insane, but if a guy just happens to hit another player in the head, that happens in football. It's a consequence of the game.
Yeah.
You can't throw kids out of the game for that. To throw someone out of a game, the threshold should be immaculate, because you're talking about just totally gut wrenching these teams. And then, of course, Chase Roberts caught a touchdown in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
One official came in and signaled touchdown that was right on top of the play. The official behind him said incomplete. Well, the ball didn't go behind him. How did he see that play?
Right.
He can't see that play.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no way he could have made that call unless he said, but the guy closest signaled touchdown. The guy farthest away signaled incomplete. I'm going with the guy who's close, right up on top.
Exactly.
It's like a situation where one umpire calls a check swing and the other one says he went around. Like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He's closer than you are. It's like
he's right at the plate, and he called a check swing. Meanwhile, the umpire 120 feet away.
Right. It would be
he went all the way around.
It would be like if the third base umpire, says, okay, it's a check swing, he didn't go around, but the umpire in the outfield said he went around. Like, wait a minute.
And the bad part,
it just made the game. It made the game frustrating to watch, because you saw all these calls going in one direction, and you didn't see them going in the other direction. You didn't see them. It wasn't like they were making mistakes all over the place. They were just making them on one side of the ball.
Yep.
And that's it, when it's that glaringly obvious. I said it in a text. If I'm them, I'm lining all 11 of my guys up, and I'm going, hey, just hit the guy in front of you.
Right.
Right off the snap. I don't even care. Just go first down. Yep. We'll take an offsides. We'll take whatever we get, but we're gonna get a penalty anyway, so we might as well just keep hitting people.
It sounds like a G&E production. It sounds like a Goodell and Engelbert production.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
The horrible.
And I love Dietza's suggestion, and Dietza also loved the fact that you were a coach once upon a time. So that's like three different perspectives compared to the two that I have, being a player and being an announcer. Let's go to the best of the week. And the first one, this one's a fun one. Kirby Voorhees. It's October, and you got a fellow whose last name is Voorhees, Washington State's running back, Kirby Voorhees.
I mean, the only thing better would be if he was playing on Friday the 13th.
That's all I can think of when I hear that.
Okay, then I have.
But the thing that made this the best was I had tuned into this game probably into the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They had already introduced him, but I'm sitting there and they're calling the game, and I'm like, okay, well. Let's see what happens in this game. And I'm not really paying attention until the announcer said, and Washington State hands the ball off, and Voorhees runs up the middle. His last name, and I was like, wait, what just happened?
It's like, I'm sorry, but is someone Jason Voorhees here?
I had to do a double take, and then I had to look the first. I was like, "There's no way they had." I was like, if his name is Jason, this is going to be the greatest name of all time.
It is, but it's Kirby Voorhees. So number two on the best of the. Number two on the best.
It could be the Kirby 8 Jason Voorhees then. Okay,
the only
thing
what made it better is that if there was someone on the defense side named Kruger.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm coming into the locker room every day with a Jason mask on. Like in October, like that, I'd be like, "Yep, this is what I'm doing."
Yep.
All right. Second one, and I saw this one live. Alabama, Missouri, and on a 3rd and 1, Alabama decides to get creative, and they snap the ball to an offensive tackle who hurdled a defender to get the first down.
Big boys can do things.
How did Dave Sims put it? Big boy rumbling. One of the best nice.
Big boys can do it. Big boys can do things.
Yes.
Speaking
370 pounds coming downhill on a 200-pound linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting out of the way.
On a third and one. On a third and one.
I'm not getting hit by that Mack truck.
Nope.
Yeah, not many people are, and you saw him catch a screen pass in the Georgia game. Like we already saw that package, but when they put a wildcat quarterback, I was like, "This is awesome!" Like,
370 pounds taking a direct snap on a 3rd and 1, which in essence turned out to be 3rd and goal for Alabama because one play later they scored. But 360 pounds. Coming downhill on a direct snap.
Hey, favorite.
I'll take my stair running punishment, but I'm not having him hit me.
Hey, Snowman, my favorite play in Bears history. Jacksonville lines up, and all you hear is the screen is intercepted.
Keith Traylor.
Look at him rumble.
I'll have to find that. All right, third. Best of the week, part 3. Fernando Mendoza was awesome in Oregon.
Yeah, you and Chris talked about it. Fernando Mendoza, and the thing about it was he was so composed. It was 21-21, and he was so composed on that last drive on that drive to get him down the field.
Yep.
And he had already taken them down the field, and I believe they either went for it on 4th down or they turned the ball over somehow. He marched them all the way down there. They get the ball down there. Oregon gets the ball back. 2 plays later, Dante Moore throws an interception, and he's right back on the field, and he was just as composed as he was before, even though they had just turned the ball over. That was the most impressive to me. That showed Fernando Mendoza's really got it, and Snowman, I know you mentioned Haynes King last week, but if Fernando Mendoza is not getting mentioned for Heisman Trophy consideration, he should be now.
He best be getting it now. All right, let's take our halftime break, and when we come back, we'll have our IDs. We'll do a quick scoreboard update.
I have a proposal too.
A proposal? What you got?
Well, since it is Halloween, I'm trying to figure out some of the best obscure horror movies, because my friends and I on Discord are trying to come up with a full-on Halloween movie marathon, and I'll give you a horror movie.
I'll give you a horror movie. Me living with a Cup fan.
That's found footage. I'm not using that.
What'd you say, Victor?
That's found footage. I don't want that. Yes.
You know what we could do?
Mm-hmm.
Halloween itself lands on a Friday this year.
Don't remind me. I have
Let's say we do a special Halloween Picks edition.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Where we could all dress up.
I'm not dressing up.
I'm gonna find me a live 2D Halloween cosplay.
I will use every voice that I know to get the spirit of Halloween. That I can do.
School says a LeBron James documentary. That's the scariest thing.
Oh yeah, that is.
And you know what? It's in the works.
What?
That frightens me.
Okay, so I want you guys to your top 5 horror movies. Snowman, I know you're not gonna say because you're I don't watch horror movies anyway. But
me and horror, you know why me and horror don't get along?
Why?
There was one horror movie that I watched in full that made me pee my pants.
What? Okay.
The Shining.
We'll wait because I do have a story that's similar to that, but we'll wait.
Wait a minute. We're actually going to give our top 5 horror movies?
Why not?
But to Jen's point, just a moment. But while we're getting ready to go to break here, and we will do our top 5, we're going to do it quick, though, because Allie's on the way.
Yep.
Jen, to your suggestion, as far as me and costumes go,
I'm getting too old for this.
Because
the last time I dressed up, there were 2 times I dressed up for Halloween last. One in costume and one when I was working.
There you go.
And the one I was working was like 15 years ago, and one in costume was in high school. Ain't happening.
You know, the last time I tried to get into a Superman costume.
Uh-oh.
I was 16 years old in the costume, and I remembered I was 6'4".
Too tall.
The last time I went to dress up for Halloween was high school, and I went as the Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena.
You know what? That's a good costume for you.
Me and costumes don't get along because I have long legs.
Yeah.
Because when I tried to dress as Superman as a junior, everybody in my class convinced me, hey, look, Snowman, you need to be Superman. No, I don't.
Right.
It's bad enough I get busted wearing a hat in school. I don't want to be Superman. No. But I got talked into it.
When I was a kid, my go-to Halloween costume was whatever jersey I had in my closet. I would put the baseball jersey on, grab a glove and a bat, and go around trick-or-treating, and that was it.
There you go.
That was the extent of my Halloween costume.
I don't remember the
nothing wrong with that.
I don't remember the last time I dressed up and went trick-or-treating and all that. But I know the next time that I do, I think you all know who I'm going as.
If I ever dress up again
the
and
cute
go
queen
trick or
that's me every day though.
I'm dressing up as Rumi.
Rumi, okay.
Hey,
I was already in costume on this show as Thor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were
Thor. So I have plenty of costumes.
The last
let's take a break because I got to step away. Let's take a break. I got to step away for a minute. When we come back, a short update, some IDs, and yes, we're going to list our 5 favorite horror movies, of which I only have one because it scared me so much. As I said, I peed my pants. All that and more on the second half of Snowman in the Morning. Introduce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got CarShield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV, and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I didn't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave CarShield a call. Coverage was very affordable, and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic. They called CarShield and saved my family on $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
The Big Ten.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Start with the biggest name first. Chapel Hill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Hill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Because we take this job so serious.
Well, that game sucked.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
$11:04 is our time here, 4 minutes after the hour, and proud I am to say, and Shane has said it for me before, we owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WJKS-DB, your Hoosier Sports Home and Indiana Sports Hub play-by-play voice. You're listening to WHDR-DB, your radio home and voice of the Carolinas.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
Woo! Have mercy. 5 after the hour. Allison Moran is on the way. So is A Pizzle. And as a matter of fact, speaking of the First Lady of Snowman in the Morning, here she is. The first lady of Snowman in the morning is right there. Allison Moran is with us. And also we welcome the man known as A Pizzle, Alex Putnam, to the crew as well. Good morning, Allie. How are you, my dear?
I am doing great. Man, I love that title. First Lady of the Morning. I love that.
Listen,
and that is, my heart is just going a pitter patter. So
you are the first lady of Snowman in the morning, because we are the only sports show that has the nerve to mix in and talk about women's sports, and we do it proudly.
Yes,
we do
absolutely.
We led off the show with something I know that's in your wheelhouse, and that is the inflated numbers of folks watching the WNBA Finals versus the actual number of folks watching the WNBA Finals. And folks, if you don't know Allie, every one of us digs into our research, but when we have her on each week, there's a stack of notes about this high. And I've seen it because I've covered games with her. Give me your thoughts on your numbers, on your on the numbers viewership wise of the WNBA Finals.
Okay, well, this was met with much skepticism, and I'm really not sure why. But the thing was that they did record numbers this year. The WNBA playoffs was the most watched postseason ever on ESPN. Through the 24 games, the postseason averaged 1.2 million viewers, and the finals averaged about 1.5 million viewers, marking the second most watched finals ever on ESPN platforms. And that is the best numbers put up since the Houston Comets and New York Liberty back in 1997, where it was a winner-take-all Game 1 championship, Game 1 and only. Yep. And that was after the games. They averaged 1.54 million viewers. And the thing is that I saw some of the crazy comments. They're like, one of them said, "That is a lie. I assure you they didn't have that many viewers. The stands were empty as hell, and they couldn't even sell $6 tickets." I'm going, what game were you looking at? Exactly. What game were you looking at?
I can honestly tell you.
By a bronsexual.
Yeah, I can honestly tell you that from the games that I covered Indiana Fever all year long. They sold out every single place where they played, including TD Garden in Boston. They sold out the American Airlines Center in Dallas. They sold out United Center twice.
Yes, they did.
They sold out. Yeah. Thank you, Pizzle. 2 times. Sold out the United Center twice. 19,600 for the first one and 20,100 for the second one.
And that was without Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
I mean, Think about it. All these people want to watch women's basketball. They want to watch it at a very high level. They got it. I don't understand. It's kind of like Donald Trump in the 2020 election. I can't believe 84 million people voted for Joe Biden. You know, I think that these people don't know what they're talking about.
Either they really have blinders on. Either they just have the blinders on saying, I don't see it. I don't see it. No.
It's kind of like
they did.
It's kind of like today's modern Lakers fan. I'll talk about that tomorrow.
Like I said, it's like that's brought to you by a bronsexual.
It is. It is. I can tell you honestly that when I did Game 5 of the WNBA semifinals between the Aces and the Fever, one, I made sure I got some sleep because it was a 9:30 game, and I was in here working, and my wife pulled me away from the computer saying, "You got to get some rest. You got to get some rest." So I did. I got a nap. I got in here. I got going, and boy, when I tell you that everyone that tuned in, everyone that watched the game on ESPN were glued to their television since minute 1.
Yeah.
was crazy. And it marked the second time this year that the Fever raced back from a double-digit deficit to force overtime. The other time was against Connecticut, and they wound up winning that game.
Mm-hmm.
But the folks that tuned in particular to that series, and that was the series that Allie and I talked about offline, the numbers for that series was crazy.
Yeah. Over 2 million and 2.5 million at one point.
Yep, 2.5 million for games 4 and 5. It was 2.5 million.
I have a question for Miss Moran.
Yeah.
So we talked earlier about in terms of promotion for the WNBA, and when people talk about how only Caitlin Clark is getting the majority of the media attention, why is it that they don't put this at the feet of Miss Engelbert? For all her vaunted genius about she got one of the biggest media deals,
right?
You certainly don't promote your teams very well. You certainly don't have a whole lot of media exposure. Pinnaker said that there were games that simply were not being televised. So, in the words of my brother Chris Dietz, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Exactly.
The thing about Kathy Engelbert, remember that she is a numbers gal. Yep. And her expertise is in numbers and clearly not personal relationships. She can't. What she can't do is go on the air and say, my Caitlin Clark is fabulous. You've got to see her. They use all forms of social media. I think that they're marketed a hell of a lot better than when I first started covering. Right. The thing is that they have to find better marketing genius than what they have.
Yes.
Though, in order to create that personal link that I think that you're looking for with women's basketball. I think the players do an amazing job, particularly Angel Reese, our little Angel, get it? Victoria's Secret, Angel Reese. And she looked pretty damn good too, didn't she?
She's a gorgeous young lady. She's a gorgeous young lady.
Yes, by all means, flaunt it. And the thing is that in this day and age, what is definitely needed is that personal connection with the players. One of the reasons why Caitlin Clark is so very popular and really gave a leg up was the fact that she's girl next door. Right. She is simply girl next door. And you've got the goddess, Angel Reese, and you've got varying iterations of that through like Paige Beckers, for example, or Brianna Stewart, or Asia Wilson is another goddess to my mind. And
Sabrina Ionescu, another one. Let me go to Pizzle for a minute, because Pizzle and I had a conversation some time back about the marketing of the WNBA, and Pizzle posed a very simple question.
What's that?
Why don't you market your best players?
Yes.
Caitlin Clark,
agreed.
Paige Beckers, Asia Wilson. She does not protect or market her best players.
Well, we had this conversation a while back when we talked about the NBA. How many, especially the 90s, you had Larry Johnson, you had Larry Bird, you had Magic Johnson, you had Monkey Coach, you had Alonzo Mourning and Michael Jordan. Why can't she do the same thing?
Charles Barkley.
Sir Charles.
My favorite round mound of rebound. That's right. Yeah.
You know what?
The NBA marketed Sean Bradley.
Yeah, they did.
Dude, they were even marketing Sean Kemp.
They were even marketing. I'll give you another one, and here's the name. I'm going to make Pizzle smile with this. They were marketing a fellow by the name of George Murasan.
Ooh,
seven of them.
Remember him? Sure.
They marketed him. So why can't Kathy Engelbert, take a lesson from this?
Exactly.
Get your notebook out, and Pizzle, I know you have yours.
I got one for you.
Yeah, and Shane, I know you have yours. Get your notebook out and take some lessons, will you?
Throw it.
Look at the stars of the WNBA right now. We've mentioned the biggest ones: Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, Asia Wilson, Angel Reese, and Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart. I mean, my goodness, you know how many millions you can just make off of that?
Right.
Alone. It took someone that put little vignettes of the WNBA together that they ran during the broadcast to get the player's name out.
Yes.
Hello, Kathy. Lesson right there at your feet.
Well, Allie, I said this earlier, and obviously we're gonna get Kathy Engelberg is the head of the snake, but it's that whole office. And as I said before, when Allie brought up marketing, I don't think they have sports marketers in there because they're not marketing this league to sports fans.
Right.
They are trying to get. I don't know what audience they're trying to reach, but it's not sports fans. And like I said, I've had conversations with people at the bar while watching sports about the WNBA, and their sports people just aren't. They're not even aware that it's going on. Those are the people that this league, if they want to be successful, you need to get sports people involved. You need to get male audience, and you need to get women athletes. Those are the people you need to reach.
Yep.
I had a conversation with some folks at the Garage Pub and Grill where I was doing single each week. Same thing, and one of them asked me, they're like, "You're a sports announcer, are you?" I said, "Yes." Why don't they market to sports fans, folks that actually watch the sport? And as Pizzle said best, watch the games.
Is it like they've written off?
Pay attention to Pizzle. You and I have said this all the time, and we talk about it during your show, Pain and Game Pick'ems. It doesn't matter what the sport. If you get sports fans, they'll watch.
Well, it seems like they've not only written off sports fans, they've written off male sports fans, as if they're not going to even try. It's like, you'll give them some good basketball, they'll follow.
Let me come to Pizzle. Let me come to Pizzle with this, because, like I said, Pizzle and I have had this conversation repeatedly, and I want to ask this. I'm going to ask this question. Yeah, Jen, go ahead and pop the soda pop, because here you go.
I just did. I don't know if he's heard it.
We heard it. Pizzle, why are they so afraid to market to men that love women's sports?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, dude.
Because I have watched women's sports since 1982. That's when I got into women's basketball. That's when I got into softball. And I tell you, man, 40 some odd years later, I'm still glued to the television when it goes on. That's why I'm planning my women's basketball schedule as we speak. Let's stay in the WNBA. Allie gave me a note of CBA updates. And of course, the deadline is 15 days from now. It's Halloween. What kind of updates you got for us, Allie?
Well, I tell you, one thing that is true of the CBAs is that they are long and drawn out historically as well. The last contract that they signed was in 2019, and it took them an extra 60 days to hammer out their deal. So my prediction here is that they are going to be extending this through the new year. I think it'll be before the contract. It'll be before they start with the preseason, but I'd look for it mid-January, early February.
Yeah,
that's where I'm predicting. Interestingly enough, you were talking about marketing, and that is clearly tied into salaries and everything else that goes on. Would you believe? Can you guess how much the bonuses were this year for the WNBA champions?
I'm afraid of that number. Let's hear it.
I don't.
22,908.
That's it?
That's it. I was going to guess 20K.
Time out. This says Hall penalty flag on the field. Only 22,000 in the last team standing.
Someone is
almost
robbing them blind.
23,000. Now that is better, interestingly enough, than 5 years ago when it was $11,356 per player. Let's compare that to the NBA, where they shared a $12.4 million bonus. And even the Big Three championship had a $1 million bonus.
Yep.
And I mean, when you look at that, it's like, what? And now I'm expecting.
How much did the WNBA take in overall? It's a percentage of what they took in, right?
Right. Exactly. And you divide that between 12 players, roughly 11 players, and the coaches and whatnot. That's an interesting amount. To my mind, it's a pittance. It's nothing short, just a pittance. And the thing is that you've got to realize as well what the blood, sweat, and tears of all this is. And all of the injuries that happened.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. Actually, another comment that I picked up from the trolls online: until they stop the MMA basketball, I will not watch.
MMA.
I gotta laugh at that. I gotta laugh at that because all these folks here have tuned into my coverage of the Indiana Fever throughout the course of the year, and the trolls that would hit my comments during my live streams, I haven't. It's like, and there was one late game that I was doing, and Pizzle popped in and saw some of the comments that we were in Seattle, and saw some of the comments I was getting just for that. It was the first time the Fever were in Seattle. It was a late game, and some of the comments that I got, and Pizzle popped in and saw it.
Oh boy,
nasty! They were it went from "Why do you do this?" to hoping something bad happens to me because I'm covering the Indiana Fever.
That's crazy.
To why don't I cover? I actually got this, and I think this is the one, Pizzle, that you saw and a couple of others saw from across the pond. Why don't you cover something else? Something that's actually meaningful.
Well, first off, it's your platform. You can cover whatever
you can do whatever the hell you want.
You want to cover cricket. If you want to cover cricket, you can do that.
And I choose to cover my home state of the Indiana Fever.
Right.
Of course.
When that happened, I signed off. After I did that game, I signed off and I just had to laugh. I had to laugh at that. I'm like, why don't I cover something else?
Cricket.
First of all, who in the blue hell are you? Second, why in the all types of blue hell would you make such a suggestion? And third, thank you for tuning into my coverage tonight.
Exactly. Oh, you want me to go crazy with it, Pizzle?
Thanks for the views.
Snowman could cover curling and will still get 1,000 views.
Because in the end,
on the Olympics.
Yeah, because in the end, it all comes back to curling. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the new teams and new coaches in the W. And I think Shane showed me a notebook, which means We got some picks to make.
Yeah, we do.
Second half.
If we got enough time to make them all,
we'll make them all.
We have.
We'll make them all. We're going to be just fine. Second half of the Token Female, featuring the First Lady of Snowman in the Morning, Miss Allison Moran, in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? Season 4 of Bearing Down the Gridiron officially begins. Let's get into it. The Big 12.
The Big 12.
On the state was your champion, and they were picked last.
Speaking of the CFP, we continue to believe the 5-11 model proposed by the Big 12 right playoff format for college football.
Voila! You make as much money. Those schools make sometimes as much money as an NFL team does.
I think that's the model to go. Because we already said, for one thing, do away with the bye week. That bye week did not help anyone in the top 4 teams.
Personally, I always believe that the rankings really don't matter until it's either the last Saturday in October or the first Saturday in November. No, it's last Saturday in October.
You want to explain that BYU pick?
BYU's, I just figured that they're more balanced on offense, at least for what I witnessed last year. More balanced on offense, and I think they are a little bit better able to hang with talent on defense as well.
I'm taking Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes.
Join the trends because we take this job so serious.
I don't have a suggestion as to anything but keep the bitch. Keep her. If she does not,
Wow.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The birthplace of Mike Drop Moran.
Yes. my wife saw that and she figured out what we were talking about, because at the time of that episode, we were talking about Kennedy Carter. My wife heard that line.
Yep.
Got up, walked away, and she says, I agree. Went in the bedroom, shut the door, and laughed her head off.
Right.
I couldn't help it. I got up and out of here, and I was laughing my head off for that. And then later on, when I was doing all the bumps, getting all the bumps ready, I knew which one I wanted Pizzle to do. I knew which one I wanted Jen to do. Deets gave me one of the best ones with a simple question. What are we doing? Of course, y'all heard the one with Victor about talking about Gerald Jones. And then this one I had to find. I had to find this one. An award winner. Okay, we got some new teams and new coaches in the W. Who's getting your attention, Allie?
Got it. Right now, it's the Portland Fire. They are playing their inaugural WNBA season in 2026.
Yes.
But guess what? We talked about the marketing and the PR and things like that. Yep. Well, there was a leaker. Of the new coach. They've actually posted it on their LinkedIn account that Alex Sarama will be the first head coach of the Portland Fire. I wonder if they're going to use the same type of marketing scheme as the Chicago Fire did all those years ago. I think it's now 30 years ago almost. And they used Jimi Hendrix, Set Me on Fire. I think that's the name of the song. And why don't you set me on fire? And
that would be a great song for them.
It is.
I mean, how crazy the fans are in the Pacific Northwest. And I mean that with all the love in my heart.
Yeah.
Seattle and Portland in a rivalry. Golden State and Portland in a rivalry.
And what I like, what I love also.
Now, NBA, do me a favor, please, and I'm going to make everybody on this panel laugh and smile when I say this. Do me a favor, please. You see what the WNBA is doing? They're bringing in the Portland Fire. They got the Seattle Storm. They got the Golden State Valkyries. You got a triangle of a rivalry right there.
Yep.
Can you please get smart and bring back the Seattle Supersonics?
Thank you.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Can you?
And let's not
just bring back the Seattle Supersonics.
And let's not forget that you've got the Toronto Tempo as
Toronto
well.
is coming in this year.
Yeah.
So the WNBA is north of the border, in the immortal words of John McDonough. I love it.
It's going to be great. And by 2030, the league's expanding to 18 teams. And just recently, franchises were awarded to Cleveland, Detroit, and Philadelphia. So it'll be real interesting that, by that time, it's going to be a league that will be rivaling the other leagues in this world.
I do have a
bring back.
I'm excited.
Bring back the Cleveland Rockers.
I do have a question.
They actually filed a patent for the name. The WNBA has.
Yes.
So they're ahead of the curve on that. So
I have a question though.
Nice.
Why Cleveland?
What?
Listen, with Cleveland, I can defend the Cleveland Rockers.
Okay.
For one name, because of one name and one name only. Becky Hammond.
Oh, okay. You know,
one of their inaugural players of the Cleveland Rockers before she went on to San Antonio was Becky Hammond.
Snowman, I withdraw. Retreat.
Because I've seen a Cleveland Rockers game in person at the time when it was called, and Allie, you remember this, Gund Arena.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
When the new place was called Gund Arena.
I like that
Becky Hammond sold out the joint.
I like that name. I ain't gonna lie. I like that name. Gund Arena.
Gund Arena. Gordon Gund was the former owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Unfortunately, he was totally blind physically. But man, Gund Arena deserved his name.
Mm-hmm.
Now they blew it out and sold their soul to a sponsor. And again, I bring Pizzle in on this conversation. How many stadiums have sold their souls to sponsors? Hard Rock in Miami.
Just look at the Dolphins.
Yep.
United Center.
Hard Rock Stadium. When that joint was first built, it was Joe Robbie Stadium. Period.
It still is Joe Robbie to me, damn it.
It was Joe Robbie. It's
Wrestling's still real to me, damn it.
Yeah, thank you. It was Joe Robbie Stadium and nothing else.
I'll say this once I brought up the whole idea of like favorite horror movies or scariest horror movies for Pizzle. It's every Dolphins game this past year.
Vic, why do you gotta rub salt in the open wound, man?
Because you did it.
I got to deal with the Cowboys when they lost to the Panthers.
For the simplest of reasons, Pizzle. Why does Victor have to rub salt in the wound? For the simplest of reasons, Pizzle. You do it to yourself every Wednesday. Hell, I do it every Monday. I did for the past 2 years with my teams. Okay, so in a playful way, we all do it.
Right.
All right, dog. Get your notebook ready. It is time for us to make some picks in college football, and he sent me the list. And Lord, there are. I'll just let Dog take it away. Picks presented by Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay. Let's go.
Go ahead, Dog.
The first game on the list is the 8:00 Friday nighter. Number 25, Nebraska, favored by 7.5 over Minnesota, over under 47.5.
Dylan Raiola. That is all. Give me Nebraska. Deets?
Yeah, give me Nebraska. Not just Dylan Raiola, but Matt Rule is living that life. So
Matt Rules. Pizzle.
Dylan, what was his name? Raiola?
Yes.
Or Mahomes Jr., as he likes to be called?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'll go with them.
Allie, what you got for us?
He's got his mannerisms and everything.
Go Big Red.
Dog.
What you got, Vic?
Nebraska. I don't think it's going to be close. And
Yeah.
Damien says tie immediately.
You know what, Damien? Keep out of it. I'm playful when I say this. Keep out of this. Okay, Jen. We're waiting on 3 words from the edited 3-word phrase from you.
Oh, the edited one. Yes, that's right. Because we can't say the full version, and we can't even do it on Fridays anymore. I swear, I need a new catchphrase to avoid the possibility of me swearing. But
I know.
Say queen sweep. Queen sweep.
There you go.
It's not
Queen
a
sweep.
queen sweep, though.
Well, we have 2 queens. We have 2 queens on the panel.
3.
I'm not queen of the picks. Remember?
Doesn't
But
matter.
you're queen of the panel. How about that?
Said who?
Says me. Next one.
Next. It's the Saturday noon
Hazel,
slate pick.
I will come down there and
No,
I
you
will
won't.
slap you. I will fight you.
He says,
Incoming couches.
Come here.
Oh,
Bring it on.
Next on the list, it's number 10 LSU visiting number 17 Vanderbilt. Vandy's favorite 2.5 over under 48.5.
His name is Diego Pavia. Remember the name. Give me the homestanding Commodores.
Pizzle.
I got Vandy. I'm going to go with Vandy. Believe it or not. Yeah. I mean, as a Tennessee fan, that kind of seems kind of sick to say, but Vandy.
I know Brian Kelly on the road is not something you want to know about, but that being said, I think too much LSU in this game. I'll take the Tigers.
Which way you going, Allie?
Boy, 5-1 records, both of them. This is a coin toss, literally, to my mind, and I'm going to go with LSU.
Going with the Bengal Tigers. Victor?
Mm-hmm.
Same way. LSU Tigers.
Going with LSU.
I'm going with the heart.
Victor's going with LSU. Dog?
Overtime. Vanderbilt drops it. Give me LSU. Give me LSU.
I love it. All right, Queen, finish this up. Finish this off.
Is it 2 words or 3 words?
Actually,
it's a split
card.
It's a what?
I know Jen, and I'll do it for her.
Vince.
Put her on the fence.
There it is. There you go.
That shouldn't be legal. You should not be on the fence. It's a coin toss. If you're lost, if you lose the coin toss, there's always next week.
Hey, I'm at least allowed on the fence because of the fact that I am a complete newbie to this.
Okay.
We allow it for the newbies.
Okay.
Hey, we all were newbies once upon a time. Next one.
That's fine.
Which
True.
means next season the fence will be gone. Now,
the fence
next
will be
game on the news. Next game on the noon slate, number 12, Georgia Tech visiting Duke. And Duke is favored by 1.5 over under 60.5.
Man, the Duke. Give me Georgia Tech. Pizzo.
Haynes King and the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech.
Atta baby. What you got, dudes?
The disrespect to the Yellow Jackets to be facing Duke. And Duke is the favorite. Is the favorite team? Give me a break. Give me Georgia Tech.
And it's at Wallace Wade Stadium. The only reason Duke is favored is because it's at Wallace Wade Stadium. I've been in that joint. It wasn't a full house. Haynes King and the Ramblin' Wreck. Allie, what you got for us?
I got to go with Georgia Tech.
Victor?
I usually say DT, GT, don't trust Georgia Tech, but in this case, I'm going to go against that rule. I'm going with Georgia Tech.
What you got, dog?
Duke is worse.
The Ramblin' Wreck is going to drop a V8 under the hood of that hot rod, and Duke is about to find out why they're dancing with the devil. Give me GT and a runaway.
I think it's going to be a runaway, too. That's going to be one of the early games I look at. All right, Queen of Taika, we await 3 words from you.
3 words, ma'am.
Hold on. Where's my mic cassette? Where's my mic cassette? There you are. Is this thing on? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yes, we can hear you.
That ish.
There it is. Next one.
Moving on. It's a battle here in the Northeast at noon. It's UConn on the road to Boston College. BC favorite 1.5 over under 59.5.
Okay, BC, don't let me down. Eagles. The ghost of Doug Flutie lives.
Is Bill O'Brien still the head coach?
Yes, he is.
I believe so, yes.
UConn.
Deeds.
Well, UConn's head coach is Jim Mora, so they're not looking at anything better. But yeah, I'm gonna ride with Bill O'Brien. I'm gonna go with BC.
Allie?
I can't see anybody but the ghost of Doug Flutie floating around the stadium. I'm going with BC.
Victor.
It was lucky for me last time.
Historical shot choice, Jen. Grab your boxes of tea and head to the harbor. I'm going with Boston.
Oh, going with the BC Eagles. What you got, dog?
Fly, Eagles, fly. I was one in high school. I'm taking BC in this one. Let's do this thing. Jen, it means Pizzle's on an island by himself.
Come on.
Let's see it.
Pizzle. I mean this in the nicest of ways when I say stay solo, stay on that comfy little island of yours, with that little snack, maybe some popcorn, maybe a drink. Did I already say a drink?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, 1 drink, 2 drinks,
What?
3 drinks,
What?
4 drinks,
What?
5 drinks,
What?
6 drinks.
What? Next one, please, because this will be extended beyond belief. Next one.
Next one on the list, it's a battle in Texas as it's Baylor going to TCU. The Frogs are favored by 2.5 over under. They're calling a shootout, 65-5.
Anybody remember what happened in 2015 between these two? If not, I'll put it this way. It's not going to be the first to 40. It's not going to be the first to 50. It'll be the first to 60 that wins this. And for me, give me them Frogs. It'll be and instead of Baylor walking off on a field goal to win 61-58, reverse that score for TCU. Going with TCU in a walk-off.
Pizzle.
Give me the Frogs.
Frogs.
Deeds.
In a battle of two of the most underrated quarterbacks, you have Sawyer Robinson for Baylor, and you have Josh Hoover for TCU. TCU's been on such a slide lately. I'm going to go with Baylor.
He's going with Baylor. Allie, what do you think? Bears or Frogs?
I got to go with that scary mascot of the TCU Frogs. I think that's going to scare the hell out of anybody facing them. So
extra pick has just come in via text message from my beautiful wife because she heard that game. This is one of the ones that she'll pick along with us, and she says TCU will take it.
All right, Jody.
Vic?
Good woman.
The first time that the Bears are scared of frogs, just ask Patrick Mahomes and the Chicago Bears. I'm going with TCU and them Frogs.
Give me them Frogs and a runaway. Jen, somebody else happens to be on an island, and he's only 2 games behind you in the standings.
Really?
And which one would that be?
Deeds.
That's Deeds.
Now, no fighting.
No fighting, please.
Sawyer Robinson's a good player, man.
Oh, Sawyer Robinson's wonderful. In fact, I think Sawyer Robinson and Josh Hoover will combine for 1,000 yards passing.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Bro, that'd be awesome.
That's what
What a great him.
Now,
60.
ooh. You know what? What the hell? Deets? This time you are gonna come second to the anime girl. Sing solo.
And when she said that, it's great to see Deets laughing. We pick at each other all the time, folks. Next one.
Next on the list, and this could be a trap game. It's number 14, Oklahoma, favored by 5.5, going to South Kakalaki, and the over-under is 43.5.
I'm doing this with my heart. I'm doing this blindly. I'm doing this with my eyes closed. But sound the alarm. I'm going with South Carolina.
Ooh.
Because I'll tell you why. Oklahoma hates losing to Texas.
Yes.
And that game usually determines the remainder of their season. For that and that alone, and like I said, I'm doing this blindly. I will eat this crow in the form of a burger and fries. I'm going with South Carolina. Sound the alarm.
Bizzle?
Man, as much as I love me some Lenore Sellers, I think he's going to be an absolute beast at the next level. It's the Sooners. It's Oklahoma.
Right.
They are an absolute monster of a team. I'm going Boomer Sooner.
You know what? And this is going to wind up being their get right game. I just feel it. But I just also can feel Lenore Sellers going off in this game. It'll be the Bizzle. You may as well say I'm probably going to be the lone one on the island this time, but Pizzle, it'll go down to the wire. Somebody's going to rock.
It's going to be a slobber knocker. By God.
It will be a slobber knocker.
By God Almighty, it's a slobber knocker.
And it'll come, and I believe it'll come down to a walk-off. Dates.
Not only did they have to face a very tough Texas defense last week that South Carolina does not have,
right?
But also, the key thing to me is that John Mateer made it through the entire game.
He did.
He has another week to get that hand healthy, and he still threw the ball very well. So I'm going with the Sooners.
Jen, you may as well get ready to say 3 words to me because we'll see how the rest of the crew goes. Allie?
I was going to say you forgot me, but you didn't. So you're awesome. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, where the waving wheat, it sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Anyway, that's enough.
And Jody just gave me, Jody just picked, she says, OU here. Victor, do you fall in OU's line?
Actually, I do not. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go with the Chickens.
Victor sounding the alarm along with me. He says South Carolina. Okay, dog, which way do you go?
Well, looking over the standings, I got to make up about 8 games. So, you know what? I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks!
Okay.
There's his new thing. That's
gonna get welcome to the internet.
I am cutting the daylights.
Snowman, there's his new thing to go on.
Absolutely. There's his new
Christian household.
You just heard it, Saul. You just heard it, dog. You just heard it, Saul. The big dog cut his new promo that I'm going to cut later today.
I'll tell you now. I just heard Father O'Cochran in the back. He's giggling.
He's on the floor, rolled over. What are you talking about?
Father O'Cochran is asking you also to please stop talking about cocks because nobody wants to hear about that.
Jen, which way are you going? Oklahoma or South Carolina?
It's a split card to this point.
Honestly, I don't really care. I just love what John did there.
You know what? Let's put her here. Let's put her here and let's move on.
Next on the list, it's Purdue and Northwestern. Boss, I know you got a soft spot for it. Northwestern favored 2.5 over under 46.5.
Go you Northwestern. Bold down this year. Give me the Northwestern Wildcats. And that's a shout to a very, very dear mutual friend with Allison and I. You know him well. The voice of the Wildcats, Dave Hinnett.
Pizzle.
I'll go with Northwestern too. Why the hell not?
It's
I'm riding with the purple. I'm riding with the purple.
After their win at Penn State, oh yeah. I don't think I have to ask which way Allie's going. She's at home. Allie's going. I can say this aloud. Go Cats for both of us.
Go Cats.
Victor.
Yep.
One and only Wildcats.
There it is. All right, Jim.
After Northwestern cost James, who I don't even remember. Who was that idiot in Penn State that just got fired after losing this game?
Was it
James Franklin?
Franklin.
After Northwestern has cost James Franklin his job, they're riding high. Give me Northwestern.
They'll get win number 6 this week. All right, Jen.
Man,
it's
3
clean.
words.
3 words, gotcha. Sweet Bettish. Let's go.
That's good, baby. Next one.
Next one on the list, it's those 12s, as in number 4, Texas A&M, favored by 7.5 on the road to Arkansas. Over under, it's a shootout, 60.5.
First 70 wins this game, and I'm gonna say gig 'em. I'm going with Texas A&M.
Pizzle.
Sound the alarm. Pig Suey.
All right. Woo! I love it. I love it. Is that a 3:30 game by chance?
Yes, sir. 3:30 p.m.
Sweet. Oh, by the way, folks, the college football pulse will be wide open to take a look at the afternoon games in whip around fashion. Dates.
Bobby Petrino is back at the head coach of Arkansas.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
And he is about to get run over worse than his motorcycle accident. A&M. And dog, you said the over under 61?
Over under 60.5.
60. Yeah. So 61. Texas A&M gets 65 of them.
Oh my God.
I love it. Allie.
I wish to hell I could honor my father, who is a Razorback, and God rest his soul. But I gotta go with Texas A&M.
Texas A&M is too strong and too fast. Victor.
And they're number 4.
Now you said this is a 3:30 game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
This is in the morning. Give me A&M.
Man. All right, which means Pizzle's
Pizzles is going to be on the island by himself because Texas A&M is going to come down, and them Razorbacks going to get luaued by Texas A&M.
Push
the Aggie lean by 6:00.
Man.
Hey, Pizzle, push the plunger. It'll be a pig suey roast.
Man.
Jen, let's hear it. 3 words for Pizzle.
Man.
Oh, Pizzle, you're on an island again?
Bobby Petrino. They brought that old ass back.
Oh,
Yes, they did.
You're going to be stocking extra drinks for that island of yours, aren't you?
I guess.
Remember last? I'm gonna make Pizzle. I'm gonna make everybody laugh, Pizzle included, because I know he's used this sound recently. Arkansas, the last couple of weeks have played like. Unfortunately, Pizzle, to rub salt in the wound, the Miami Dolphins last week in the final 2 minutes played like.
Oh, see, I didn't even say
I'm sorry to do this to you again, Pizzle, but you got us. You get some more drinks stocked up on that island. I have a feeling you're going to stay solo for a while.
Everclear, baby.
Everclear, baby. Next one.
Swamp water.
Next on the list, it's going to be one of the marquee matchups at 3:30. It's number 5, Ole Miss, traveling to the hedges of number 9, Georgia. Georgia favorite 7.5, over under 54.5.
No rain, no problem. Give me them dogs.
Hizzle.
Georgia, and who is it?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Georgia. Oh, Georgia, come on.
Deeds.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin on the road. We saw them last week struggle with Washington State. Georgia, Athens, they don't forget what Ole Miss did to them last year. But this ain't in Oxford. This is in Athens. I'm going.
Yes,
I'm
it
going
is.
with the Dogs.
Everybody's going with the dogs so far. Allie?
I'm going to be different.
Uh-oh.
I'm going with Ole Miss.
She's going with Ole Miss. Victor?
Yeah. Perfect 6-0. And I just think that they're on the roll that they should be on. So we'll see.
They may not be from Britain, but they sure are Bulldogs. So going with Georgia.
You know something, and I say this playfully because I know Allie does her research. She doesn't know about the legend of Lane Kiffin on the road yet, does she?
I
Big
do.
dog, what you
Well,
got for me?
all I got to say is, what's that coming down the track? It's the Mean Machine wrecking a 6-0. Give me them dogs.
This time,
Which means we have somebody else on the island.
Yep.
Who would that be?
This time it's Allie that's
Allie.
on the island.
Oh, I don't want to do this, Tally.
That's okay, honey. It's okay. Queen will love you no matter what.
See?
Thank you. You know, I still mean this out of respect. But just
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm afraid you're solo in this one, girl.
You know,
I can't do the mean version to her. I'm sorry.
you can add a pick. You can add a pick to that because my wife just chimed in and she says, "Go Dogs." She also said that Ole Miss is going to get Munsonized.
All right.
Because she's heard me do impressions of Larry
Next game on the
hit list is
next on the hit list. Your 7:30 slate. It's a number 11 Tennessee on the road to number 6 Alabama, and Bama's favored by 7.5 over under 59.5.
Alabama's too hot right now. I love you, Tennessee, but you ain't going to get a knuckleball walk-off like you did last year. Roll Tide. And I hate saying that because I'm a Dogs fan, but given the fact that it's in Tuscaloosa, the lights will be out every time they score a touchdown, and everybody and all the college teams and all the pro teams have celebration lights now. They're going to be all crimson. Roll Tide. Pizzle?
Pizzle?
Oh, we know which way he's going.
Oh!
The capital T.
Where is John Ward when you need him? Right. Which way you going?
Rocky Top, Tennessee.
You know what, Pizzle? I'll do something for you. Should Tennessee score the upset, then on Monday I will play Rocky Top to open the show.
Deeks, what have you got for me?
The sole reason, well, not the sole reason, but the last 2 years, Tennessee has had Alabama's number in this rivalry.
Right.
But the reason I'm going with Tennessee is because if our picks stay the same, if Georgia beats Ole Miss and Tennessee beats Alabama, the SEC is in complete chaos.
He wants chaos.
Have it any other way.
I may be picking Arkansas. I may be picking Alabama, but y'all know me and y'all know I love anarchy and chaos in football. Allie, where are you going?
Just listen to this. Ole Miss, Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee will all have one loss.
Oh my gosh.
And LSU, if they get by Vandy, all will have one loss, all to each other.
Yep.
And then there's Florida just lying.
And then there's Florida with the smiling jackass.
What you got for me, Allie?
And thank you, Cole Johnson, for that, and thank you, playmaker Darnell Solins, for keeping it going. Allie.
When everybody's done, I'll chime in. I want to say Roll Tide, but for some reason my body is saying that the Vols have Joey Aguilar, who's passed for 1,680 yards on the season and has 14 touchdowns through the air. I would love to see anybody but Ty Simpson get a little consideration here. But I think I'm going to have to go Roll Tide in the end. However, Snowman.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you to use, if for some reason Tennessee comes back, I want you to use the Pat Summitt version of Rocky Top.
Got it ready.
Yep. You got to use the Pat Summitt version. It's the only one that is going to be worthy enough.
Her version, I will have it ready when she the version when she welcomed Bruce Pearl to the University of Tennessee. Victor,
sounds good.
This is gonna be like swallowing bile, but I volunteer that the Tide will roll over Tennessee.
Oh,
I'm going with
you know
Bama.
what? I want it to be another 52-49 game.
I hate Alabama mainly because, well, I hate
Stephen A. Smith. Yes,
I hate Stephen A. Smith. So
that makes it. You're better than Stephen A. Smith. Okay? Victor is better than Stephen A. Smith.
I doubt that. That man's got too much experience.
If Tennessee beats Alabama, the entire Talladega infield is going to make a trip to Tuscaloosa on Saturday night, whoop everybody's ass, and then go back to the Speedway Sunday to watch the race and get drunk off their ass.
Yes.
But give me Alabama to make sure Tennessee doesn't screw around.
If they're not drunk already from watching this game.
Oh, they already are, dude. Trust me, there's plenty of people in the infield already hammered. It's the Talladega infield. What do you expect?
That means Pizzle's on an island, Jen.
Dietz is with them.
Okay. Two of them for Tennessee.
Me and Pizzle both took the Vols.
Okay, remind me who the teams are again.
Tennessee and
number
Alabama.
11 Tennessee, number 6 Alabama.
Who's favored?
Alabama.
7.5.
Oh,
Alabama 7.5.
Those are.
But remember that they barely got by Mizzou last week.
Yes, by snapping the ball to a 370-pound offensive lineman on a 3rd and 1.
Oh, from what I hear, Tennessee usually plays better. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
I think I'll go Tennessee then.
She's going with Tennessee. So we have a full split card. Next one.
Next on the list, the other 7:30 game that's on the lineup. Number 20 USC, number 13 Notre Dame. Them Gold Domes favored by 9.5, over under 61.5.
Dear USC, you are going to get socked in the mouth so hard that that touchdown Jesus will wince.
Oh,
wow. Matter of fact, while I have this ready, what is my pick, you ask?
Rudy. Well, we know which way the boss man's leading. Pizzle, which way are you going?
University of Spoiled Children or Notre Dame?
University of Spoiled Children.
Yeah.
He's right.
It works though.
Yes, it does.
That's what I've called it all these years. But I'm going Notre Dame.
University of Spoiled Children.
Dietz.
You can use that one.
Pizzle, thank you for the reminder of not only my father, but my grandfather saying the same thing, especially when they play Notre Dame. Dietz!
After 2 straight losses to open the season, Notre Dame saves their season in front of touchdown Jesus. I'm going with the Irish.
Yeah, Notre Dame's starting to cook. Allie?
Absolutely. Notre Dame starting to cook. Go Fighting Irish.
Victor?
You know what USC is going to be saying? Help! They're after me Lucky Charms.
Exactly.
I'm going with Notre Dame. And then
They might be after you. Lucky Charms might title, but the touchdown Jesus is here to save you.
There you
Travis,
go.
What are you doing here?
It's a.
The boy was talking about a Cox earlier. I got to set him straight.
Oh my god.
We need you to quit talking about Cox. No one wants to hear about. Skip it.
Hey.
Skip it. I think it's Jen's turn to pick. Everybody's picking Notre Dame.
And I think it's a sweep.
It is.
Everyone.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Everyone
sweep
picked
that
Notre
is.
Dame.
Let's go.
There you go.
Yes, they did.
Yep. Now, I think
Next on the hit list, it's a Battle of Utah. We got a Battle of Utah on the card as 23 Utah is favored by 3.5 over 15 BYU. The over-under is 49.5.
Oh, the heck with it. It's the holy war. It's the holy war. Utah and BYU.
Yep.
I've seen both campuses. Dear Lord in heaven. I want to visit. I want to see a BYU Utah game in person. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh no, I can't do it. Utah. I can't do it.
Pizzle.
I wanna, but I can't.
Well, then don't.
You could be on the fence.
You know what? Thank you.
Pizzle, which way are you leaning?
I'll allow this one for myself because I like both teams and the way they're playing this year. All right,
I'll go Utah.
I'll watch this game. What time's the kickoff?
8 p.m.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. That game I'll be watching you.
Hold on. 8 o'clock. BYU Utah. Okay.
That's on the
all right. I put my request in for late night snacks with my honey. Next, who's picking next?
Deeds, which way you going?
I know they go there every other year, but BYU usually in this rivalry, whoever's got the home team, and with this game being in Provo, I'm going with the Cougs.
All right, Allie.
Well, the Cougs are 6-0 right now, but they don't have a real signature win. So I'm going with the Cougs since it's on their turf.
All right. Victor?
Vic?
I'm going BYU.
And you're right, Vic. This game may be watching me, even though I'll have this microphone in front of me from watching football all day on Saturday.
Exactly.
I'm the same way with Allie. BYU needs a signature victory. This will be it.
They are desperate not only to get noticed, but they are desperate for that signature win.
And that means Pizzle is still on an island.
For the third time.
Third straight game. Pizzle's on an island with Utah.
God, he really is gonna have to buy more drinks for this island,
fine.
isn't he?
That's fine.
You should see the drinks that Pizzle lines up when he does pain and game pick'ems.
I was drinking a beer last night.
I know.
All right.
I know.
I have contacted the barman at Don's. He's going to be sending you over one drink.
What?
2 drinks.
What?
3 drinks.
What?
4 drinks.
What?
5 drinks.
What?
6 drinks.
7.
What?
All right. Let's hear it, Jim.
8 Bloody freaking Marys.
A lot of Bloody Marys.
Yep.
Next on the list, this game actually flipped on me.
Oh.
Okay.
Number 16, Missouri, going up against Auburn. When I first checked this game, Auburn was favored by 1.5. Now it's Missouri favored by 1.5. Over under 43.5.
Okay. I got a little piece of my heart there because I went to college in 1990 in the state of Missouri. 1990 and parts of 1991. And I've seen the field. I've been on the campus. M-I-Z-Z-O-U. Going with the Tigers.
Pizzle.
Mizzou. Give me the Tigers.
Deeds.
Snowman stole my joke. Because I know he did all that, but I'm taking the Tigers in this one.
M-I-Z-Z-O-U. Allie?
Snowman, they're both Tigers.
Yes, they are.
The Tigers,
You're going with the Tigers. I'm going with the Tigers.
Well, which Tiger are you going with?
Which one? Do you go black and tan or you do blue and orange? Do you go Missouri?
You know what? I've been sad. I've been sad at Auburn. I've been sad about Auburn, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go Mizzou because they're going to want to avenge their loss last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna pummel this unranked Auburn team. They are. It's a foregone conclusion. They're not going to lose 2 in a row.
I love it. Victor, which way you leaning?
Well, either way. I'm looking at that fence. I'm like, that fence is really tempting, but I'm gonna go Mizzou.
Let's go Missouri. Dog.
You know what? Sound the alarm.
All right.
It's a 7:45 under the lights. Give me Auburn in their house to smack Mizzou.
And Auburn can pull that upset. Auburn's been known to pull upsets like that. Remember last year against South Carolina?
Is that Dogs on the island?
Dogs on the island, Jen.
All right, Dawn. I love you. I respect you. Thank you for being the voice of Taka. But you got to say solo on this one, my boy.
Don't worry, I'll have the bartender come over after he stocks up Pizzle's Island.
And mine too. And mine too, because there are a couple times I was on the island. Next one.
There are 2 games left, ladies and gentlemen. 1 college, 1 pro. And boss, you brought this one to me. The 3:30 game. Michigan State versus number 3 Indiana. Indiana's favored by so much, I don't even need to say it. Over-unders 52.5.
That means 51 will go to the Indiana Hoosiers. This could be labeled as a classic trap game, and it is because Michigan State's coming in, and Indiana is flying higher than a kite right now after their upset of then number 3 Oregon. Now Indiana has the target on their backs. And I bet you when Michigan State come in, the disrespect will continue, and Indiana's going to sock them in the mouth. And my wife just wrote to me, Hoosiers, and now blow Michigan State to smithereens.
Pizzle.
I'm going with the Heisman Trophy winner for this season, Fernando Mendoza, and the Hoosiers.
They're flying high right now, Deeds.
Mendoza's gonna get all the publicity, but it's that Indiana defense that's gonna scare the Spartans. I'm going with the Hoosiers.
Allie?
As much as I love the Spartans, I've got to take the Hoosiers.
Victor, which way you leaning?
You know I'm going Hoosiers all the way.
And I think they're going to blow them out.
Sunday headline. Mendoza line reads, Spartan gets kicked. Give me the Hoosiers.
And here's our first prop bet. I haven't done this in a while. I got to make sure I start doing it whenever we do our picks. Over under 300 passing yards for Fernando Mendoza. Oh, it's going to be marvelous. Over. I think he gets
Mendoza line.
Yep, he'll be way over the Mendoza line. Thank you, Allie. That is wonderful. Our Warner Parlay prop bet of the day, the Mendoza line. 300 passing yards for Mendoza. I'm going over. Pizzle's going over. I think we're all going over 300.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under 300 because they're gonna be up by so much they pull them.
True.
They pull them and then end up just going straight running plays for the next down.
That can happen. That can happen.
Well, speaking of games, we got Jen. We got 3 more words from you. Then we got Thursday night football to talk about.
All right.
Sweep that ish.
Yeah.
Last game we are going into, ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday night football tonight, and it's an absolute dumpster fire. It's Pittsburgh favored by 5.5 over.
Glass.
Is it that bad? Is it that bad? I don't even know the teams.
Pittsburgh
don't ask.
Cincinnati.
You know what?
It's Pittsburgh and Cincinnati.
And since it's Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, we'll end our picks like this.
We do not care.
The first pro game of the week, and it's already an FO.
It's
an FO, and we just end the show here.
We ended like this.
One day I'm gonna smack the ever-loving hell out of that clown.
I think a few people need to.
Those are the picks.
Hold on.
Those are the picks sure as hell bound to go wrong. Brought to you by Wanna Parlay and BetUS.com. Get us the hell out of here.
I know we're over time, but I want to answer Victor's question from before.
Okay.
Victor, you asked about Halloween horror movie.
Yep.
Oh. Yes.
And I just want to say this to the man, the myth, the legend, my brother, Tom Dietz. Happy birthday, because it's his birthday today.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday.
Also, Victor, you want an off-the-grid horror movie?
Yes.
Look up the movie Founders Day. It's on Tubi. You can get it for free.
Oh boy.
My brother Tom Dietz is in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And all I have to say about him is he holds a damn good umbrella. That's basically all he does the entire movie. But he is in the movie. You can see him. I saw it in theaters.
That's awesome.
It's a movie and it's a horror movie. But the key is happy birthday, Tom.
Every Thursday and Friday, we roll well beyond time. But you know what? With this crew, with the number one crew that we have in Sports Talk Radio and Sports Talk Television, including the First Lady, Allison Moran, including the Big Dog, the Queen of Taika herself, helping out with the picks. We get Totally Deets. Pizzle dropping by. Of course, Vicola dropping by with his random musings. I love every single one of you on this crew. And behind the scenes, of course, Dr. K keeping us in line here. Cole Johnson, executive producer emeritus. Love you also. Love everybody and everybody that has been here, either as a guest host or a guest or who has helped out each week. Everybody on this crew is listed on the new crew page for Snowman in the Morning. I love every single one of you. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, then they're just simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. Every member of this crew is. We know I am. Dr. K is. And we hope y'all are too. God bless you. And I love you. So long, everybody. Bonus game tonight, game 4 of the American League Championship Series. Will Toronto get even, or will the Mariners come one game closer to a place they've never been before? Yours truly will have the call beginning at 8 p.m. with our pregame show. So long, everybody.